A scenario revealed by an ESPN insider is putting the Raiders behind the scenes on alert. If the team continues to lose, the consequence could be much greater than just a high draft pick. The prediction involves a major turnaround in the next offseason and could end one of the team's most expensive bets for good. The question hanging over Las Vegas now is simple. What will really happen if this scenario comes true? The Las Vegas Raiders are mired in a 2-7 record, and playoff hopes have been gone for weeks. At this point, the franchise's focus is beginning to shift to the 2026 NFL Draft, and the consequences of this disastrous performance could go far beyond the standings. According to ESPN insider Dan Graziano, if the Raiders finish the season with the worst record in the league and secure the first overall pick, it would mean the end of Geno Smith's time with the franchise. If the Raiders get the first pick, that almost certainly means Smith won't have turned things around, Graziano stated. And in that case, the team would make profound changes, starting at the quarterback position. The analysis makes sense. Smith has $18.5 million guaranteed for 2026, and another $8 million that becomes fully guaranteed in March if he remains on the roster. However, due to the team's contract structure, the total dead cap value would be exactly that $18.5 million, allowing the Raiders to get rid of the contract without a devastating impact on the salary cap. In other words, if his performance doesn't improve, Geno Smith's departure is a matter of time. The only factor still keeping him as a starter is the support of Pete Carroll, who insists on defending him even in the face of worrying statistics, 12 interceptions and 11 touchdowns, in addition to a drastic drop in offensive production. But this vote of confidence may be short-lived. If the Raiders finish with the worst record, it's possible that Carroll won't survive the rebuilding process either, making Smith's continued presence untenable. And if Las Vegas does indeed win the first pick, the franchise's fate could follow two paths. The most logical would be to look for a new quarterback, restarting the cycle for the most important position in the sport. However, Matt Miller, also from ESPN, believes there is another possibility. Selecting linebacker Arvell Reese, star of Ohio State, considered the best pass rusher in the class. The Raiders need to think about how to win within the division. Building a defense capable of stopping Mahomes, Herbert, and Nix is a priority. Reese would be the perfect piece to play alongside Crosby, wrote Miller. Regardless of which direction the team takes, the scenario outlined by ESPN makes it clear. Round pushpin: if Las Vegas finishes with the first pick in the draft, it will be the end of an era, and the beginning of a total rebuild, with or without Pete Carroll.